everybody, it's the Pint-Size Baker here. Today we're going to be making gooey fudgy brownies. The story behind why gooey fudgy, it's not really a formal name, but my sister doesn't normally have a sweet tooth and her birthday is coming up on Tuesday and she's coming in town for the weekend. Today's Friday, in case you're watching on another day. And she specifically requested brownies. So this week I went out and tried to find the best recipe, but nothing really tickled my fancy. Do people even say that anymore? I do. Nothing really tickled my fancy, so what I did was I took a few recipes that I found and kind of combined and added and subtracted, and now we've come up with my own, written on a scratch piece of paper while I was working. Shh, don't tell my boss. But, yeah, so let's get started. First thing I always do, if you've read my blog, which is pintsizebaker.blogspot.com, is prep my ingredients. So if you can see over here, my ingredients are prepped. Please disregard the jalapenos and bean dip and everything over there. My mom's ingredients are prepped for something she's gonna make tomorrow for my sister. Since she doesn't have much of a sweet tooth, she always asks for a 7-layer Mexican cake. Well, 7-layer Mexican dip, and we put candles in it. Anyways, that's what that's for. So please don't think that I'm gonna be putting it in the brownies. All right. What I'm doing is I'm whisking the dry ingredients together. I don't have a sifter to sift them together like a lot of cooks do on the food shows like Food Network. So I just use a whisk. It works out just fine. Okay, so we have our flour, unsweetened cocoa powder, salt, and baking powder. I'm going to go ahead and put the sugar in here as well. So I decided to put in 1.5 cups of sugar, which I'm just going to use a 1/2 cup measurement. It's easier. It sticks in my bag easier. Can you ever have too much sugar? I don't know. Maybe if you have too many, like, gummy bears. Those are really good. Kind of make me sick as a kid. I had too much. Sometimes, did your parents ever, like, say, okay, go to town, make yourself sick? And then you did. It wasn't fun after that. But you learned your lesson. Learning by doing, right? That's what I'm doing right now with my baking. Learning by doing. My mom was not a baker. Her mom was not even a cook. My mom used to sneak food on her way home from school because her mom just wasn't a good cook. So I'm kind of self-taught. My grandmother was a baker. My cousin loves to bake as well, but I didn't really grow up with them. So it's in my genes, but nobody really taught me. Okay, so the dry ingredients are combined. Time to melt the butter and the chocolate together. 3/4 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And a 1.5 sticks of butter. I was gonna go for not 3 sticks. That would be insane. I'm not Paula Deen. But I decided to do a 1.5 sticks instead of 2, just because I don't think it needs that much butter. Who knows though? Oh, a little secret. I've never made brownies from scratch before. Shh. All right. Now the butter and the chocolate chips are all together. I'm going to melt this in the microwave. Start out at 30 seconds. You don't want to burn the chocolate and the butter. You don't want to get it too hot. Just enough to melt it so that it stirs together and it's got a creamy consistency. We'll see. But I'm going to pop this in the microwave and I'll be right back. Just what it needed. Okay. So, just going to stir this a little bit and then show you the consistency. It pretty much just looks like chocolate soup, except it's lumpy right now. It smells good. I kind of want to like stick my finger in here and eat it, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so you can see, got like a chocolate soup going on. Just butter and semi-sweet chocolate chips. Yummy goodness. The butter will help make it gooey. So, next on my recipe is to combine the butter and chocolate mixture that we melted in the microwave with 3 eggs and the dry ingredients. So let me grab the eggs, which I have right here. We're going to use 3 eggs. The less eggs you use, the fudgier it's going to be. I don't want these to be completely fudgy, so that they're just dense. We want it to have some kind of like light texture. So in between a cake brownie and a fudge brownie, I guess is what we're looking for. Time to flour the pan. Although sometimes recipes call for putting foil in it, which I think I will. Let's foil the pan so that it's easier to pull the brownies out when they're done baking. So I am using an 8x8 square pan, aluminum foil. If you remember from my last video, a lot of stuff on Food Network uses Publix brand. It's good stuff. Not promoting Publix, I'm just saying. My mom's gonna kill me. I just dumped the aluminum foil all down the floor. And you can't roll this back up. This is not the first time I've done this. Oops. How does that look? Let's bind the pan a little bit. Wow. I feel like a ding-dong right now. Lining it, trying to push it all the way down with the foil. I am not a good foiler. Does anybody want to help? Does anybody have any tricks for foiling? If you would, leave it in the comment section down below. That would be awesome because I am not the best with this. As you can see, it's all crumbled mess. But I'm gonna go ahead and pour the brownie batter into, does it kind of kneel down? It's stuck. We got thick brownie batter here, which might mean it's gonna be fudgy, which is what I was looking for in the first place. And so this could turn out terrible, or it could turn out to be the most amazing brownies in the world. I'm hoping for the latter, but setting myself up for no bueno, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna spread this out evenly. So we've got the brownies all in. I'm gonna pop it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. Putting the brownies in the oven. Here goes nothing. Wish me luck. Hopefully they turn out well. Now I'm doing the brownies at 20 minutes for the first little stab because typical brownie recipes call for 20 to 40 minutes. It's a big variance. It depends on the consistency you're looking for and the amount of butter and all that kind of stuff. So we're gonna try for 20 minutes first, check on it, and then check on it every 5 minutes or so after that. And then we gotta let it cool, and hopefully we can eat it, and hopefully it'll be delicious. So yeah, wish me luck. Be back in a sec. So the brownies have cooled. They've cooled for about 20-30 minutes. I'm being a little impatient, so they could cool a little bit better. Good grammar, huh? Could. But we're gonna pull them out. See, the handy dandy foil allows for easy and a clean baking dish. So I don't even have to clean it, but it allows for ease of removing it from the tray, the Pyrex. Okay, I'm gonna lower this a little bit. I'm gonna flatten out the foil, or at least attempt to. Let's cut into this thing. Let's see how it turned out. What do you think? Think it's gonna be good? I'm not dangerous with a knife, I promise. Okay, let's cut. Ooh. These are gonna be fudgy, I can feel it. Yeah, I think they need to cook a little bit longer. Actually, they might be okay once they set in the fridge overnight. Maybe not. Maybe I took them out too soon. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Oh my gosh, I'm not even lying to you, because I would tell you. I take after my mom. I'm the worst liar in the world. You can see it on my face. These are sinfully good, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back together, put it back in the dish, pop it back in the oven for probably another 5, maybe 10 minutes. And then we're going to cool and put it in the fridge, and when my sister comes tomorrow, they'll be perfect. Thanks so much for tuning in for this episode of Pint-Size Baker. I know the brownies aren't complete yet, but they still taste delicious. So I'm going to post the recipe on my blog. Once again, it's pintsizebaker.blogspot.com, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!